Micron reported Q3 earnings with an adjusted earnings per share of $1.91 and revenue of $9.3 billion, exceeding estimates. For Q4, it projects $10.7 billion in revenue driven by AI chip demand. The stock has gained 48% year to date, as early as of early 2025, attributed to rising demand for chips in the context of a broader rally in AI and growth-oriented technology stocks. So it projects a mid-single-digit percentage gain in the server market within the data center for the calendar year 2025, largely attributed to the expansion of AI servers. Let's see now. Let's get more news. This is for the pre-market session of Thursday, the 26th of June. Yeah, this is what you already heard already. Revenue for the quarter ended May 29 climbed $9.3 billion from $6.81 billion a year earlier. FactSet projection of 8.82 billion was what was in place then. Net profit surged to $1.89 billion from $332 million. We have more. Micron delivers record quarterly revenue, supporting investors' super bullish outlook. Okay, so let's see. According to the chief executive of the company, we are on track to deliver record revenue with solid profitability and free cash flow in 2025, while we make disciplined investments to build on our technology leadership and manufacturing excellence to satisfy growing AI-driven memory demand. Company said the quarter's revenue was driven by all-time high sales of its dynamic random access memory (DRAMs). That includes a nearly 50% sequential increase in revenue for its high bandwidth memory chips (HBM). Okay, and Micron is the market leader in that market. The chipmaker said revenue for its data center segment more than doubled from the previous year, while consumer-oriented end markets had strong sequential growth. Mizuho Securities analyst Jordan Klein said in a note earlier this month that investors will be looking for how much Micron guided up on its gross margins in the near term. Investors on the sell side were expecting gross margins at 36.7% for the most recent quarter and 39% for the August quarter, Klein said, adding that the chipmaker would have to beat both modestly to sustain its stock performance. Micron shares have been among the top performers in the S&P 500 this month, and investors have been super bullish on it and other memory chip and hard disk drive stocks. Shares of the company are okay, not doing so much, not hasn't gained so much in this pre-market session. So the underlying trend is a strongly bullish one. Yeah, it's 200-day moving average. This one is no, this one is yeah, okay. I wouldn't say strongly bullish. I withdraw that bullish. But in a very short time, it is strongly bullish. All the short and intermediate moving averages are sloping bullishly upwards. 10-day moving average sloping up. 21-day moving average, 40-day moving average, all sloping bullishly upwards. However, as of yesterday the 25th, lower prices, there's a contraction, a distributive contraction is expected to play out and ease off by Monday the 30th, and then continue again by Monday the 21st of July. So maybe the whole of July is almost the entirety of July is looking according to extrapolations, it's looking not bad, not looking bad as such. They're just extrapolations. No guarantee that that will be the case. In terms of Fibonacci projections, we have some upper projections and downward projections. 124.31 is a downward projection. 135.05 upper projection. 144.93 upper projection. Let's have a look at the momentum indicators. Okay, everything is in trend mode. Yeah, everything is in trend mode, but not as strong as you would expect. But that's quite good. You don't want it to be too strong. Too strong might indicate that some weakness will be. I mean, too strong will indicate that some weakness will come in, will set in anytime soon. But given all that he has done, you would expect that you would have very severely high bullish indicators, but it doesn't have it. It's just very much modest, very modest, very modest. On the 3 hour chart, yes, the indications are very, very highly bullish. It could even be more than this, but in the context of a very short term model, short term chart, yeah, it's decent. At least there isn't anything indicating that the trend can be sustained. Let's see now. All the derivatives are also indicating very strong values. So high prices are extrapolated going all the way towards let's see, high prices extrapolated going all the way towards 8th of July, Tuesday the 8th of July. And then in terms of Fibonacci projections, what do we have? We have the current price is at 129.8. So we have upper projections all the way through. We have 130.41, 134.46, 136.95. Let's look at the 3 hour chart and see what's going on there. On the 3 hour chart, um, a slight moderation is expected to remain in place up till Tuesday, the 1st of July, and after that, maybe a slight uptrend might resume. We have upper projections as well: 130.41, 134.46, 136.95. We can also have a look at its weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we have 111, sorry, 111.1.18. It's a downward projection. Low prices are expected to keep printing up till the 12th of January. Those are just extrapolations. No guarantee that that will be the case. Let's return to the daily chart and see what's going on. We'll just apply the market grid and see where it's trading. Okay, on the market, on the price channel here, it's trading right inside its price. I mean, on the think or swim, it's trading right inside its price channel. Okay, let's apply the market grid and see. Okay, this is the market grid on its daily chart. So we have the stock is trading at 129.83. So it's trading in the resistance zone, okay, just slightly below its R2 value. So it's the stock is in the very short term is in a strong bullish trend, so it's not out of place to find it trading in the resistance zone. Um, it still has room, it still has room to print higher prices going all the way towards 131.78. But at the same time as well, if it pulls back to anywhere close to $124, then easily that might open up a buying opportunity. Yeah, that might open up a buying opportunity. Let's see what it's saying on the 4 hour chart. On the 4 hour chart, it's 129. Yeah, 129.85. So it's yeah, also in the resistance zone. So it's just between the R3 and the R2 values. Yes, strongly bullish stock. It wouldn't be out of place for it to be in such a zone. but at the same time as well, this may not be the best time to be buying more. Even though high prices may continue to print, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy. The point is that if you thought that if you wanted to buy, just bear in mind that this is also a time when a lot are also taking their money off the stock. So a good time to buy will be the best time to buy would be when it retreats towards maybe $124, $123. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy. It's if you want to buy, it's up to you. So if you do buy and the stock pulls back, it will. You can still average down. You can still average down. But it looks personally, without just looking at the technicals, there's a feeling that it may continue to print high prices regardless. But this is not a recommendation that you should buy that or that you should agree with what I said. So better buying opportunities can still print, but it still doesn't stop you from buying the stock. The future still looks good for the stock. Let's see now. Yeah, let's come back to the daily chart and remove this indicator. I'll apply the pre-PM 2. Okay, so it's up 2.03%. Let's see what's going on. It doesn't look like it's not that liquid as such. Okay, so see what you make of MU Micron stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.